Hello, guys. Sure how much interaction we will get today because I know this is definitely not an ideal time to do a scope. However, I've been a little under the weather the past couple of days, and I wanted to really share an important scope. What up, Candy? Some really good content that I wanted to share with you guys. So hopefully whoever's on today will get a little bit of that, or we can share the broadcast with your team members by swiping to the right with iPhone, and I think it's up for Android. What's up, Alma? So what, as you've seen, the title of the scope is why in direct sales we have to think big and act small. I believe that it's very important when you are trying to be on Periscope and work your business, that anybody you come across with, that you are going and engaging in their scopes, that you give them a shout out when you know they have amazing content. So I want you guys to go check out Kelsey Humphreys. This is where she said something in one of her scopes that really spoke to me, and I wanted to share with you guys. So if you like what you're hearing, definitely tap the screen. For all the replay viewers, you can show some love by tapping the screen. And you can always share the broadcast with Twitter, Facebook, and just the link itself. So why do we have to think big, act small? So I thought this was like, whoa, when she told me, because I was like, hello. Okay, so of course, as direct sellers, we always have to think big. I know if you're in any type of direct sales, whether you be with my particular company or anybody, you have to think big, right? It does us no service to think small. So thinking big, and I want you to think about this because I'm going to kind of give you a small example of what she said and how I took it into consideration as far as with me as a direct sales leader within Scentsy Fragrance. So she said, and I say she as Kelsey, she talked about how when you think big, what does she mean by that? What she meant is in your industry. So you go over and you look for those people that are at the top of what you're doing. She gave an example of, let's say you were in, like, you were bringing a granola bar out. That was your product, right? Yes, Tambra, yes. You can tap, and yes, it is monkeys. If you do hashtag Chinese New Year within your title on your Periscope, you'll have monkeys. Super cool, right? So she talked about how you have to find that person that's at the top, right? So she talked about, let's say you were granola. You're wanting to bring out a new granola bar, right? Well, you need to go find those Kind, which is a brand, Quaker Oats. You have to go find those people that are at the top in that particular product and watch what they're doing. Now, I want you to understand something, because I do want to give a disclaimer here. I'm not saying compare yourself. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is go and look at what those people are doing. There's a reason why they're at the top. And within our Scentsy business, this is what I wanted, how I wanted to, kind of get you to think about our Scentsy business is the superstar directors, those people, those Becca Levi's, those Nicole Furlans, those Heather Earls, the superstar directors that are at the top of our compensation plan. You have to sit and look and see what those people are doing. You have to look and see how they're strategically working their business. You have to look at those people that are pushing the limits, that are getting to the top. What are they doing? How are they doing it? You have to see how they got to where they got. You know, sometimes as an essential consultant or a certified consultant, you may come on and say, oh my gosh, that's Becca Levi. I can't go talk to her. Heck no, you better be bold enough to get out and say, you know what? Becca Levi did it. I need to be in her circle. I need to go see what she's doing. I need to pick her brain. I need to talk to her. I need to see what strategy she's using. I need to see how she got to where she got to. You can't fall back. That does you no service. You have to go, and you have to be bold enough and believe in yourself, your product, and your company that you're going to get out there and you're going to make it happen. You have to go and ask those people, look at their strategies, see what they're doing. So many times, we're new and maybe we just kind of sit on the back burner and we say, well, I'm new, so I don't know it all. So I'm going to kind of wing it. No, you need to be working and thinking big like those people that are at the top. You must go find those people. You must go ask them, talk to them, tell them, how are you doing it? What is it that you're doing? How are you thinking, learning, seeking? Exactly, Joanna. You have to ask them their strategies. How did they get to where they got to? How, what is something that they can tell you? If many of the times you see me like a crazy person at events, going, asking questions at leadership, we walked up to somebody, to every possible director and above that we could talk to and ask them questions. How are you doing what you're doing? What is one of your setbacks? What is something that you believe you've done great? Share something with us, because we must think big. You have to go and you have to see what those people that are out there making it happen are doing. Find their strategies, connect with them, see what they're doing, and go and do it. You must think big. You cannot think small. Hello, Sonia. Okay, so act small. What does that mean? When she said this, I was like, OMG, are you kidding me? That makes total sense. So she said, so many people, let's just say you're that team of one, right? So you think, oh, you're small in this business. You just started, and many of us being in that same spot, we all start with just one. Everybody starts with just one person. Okay? And I loved her analogy to this. She said, you must think big and act small. So what does act small mean? Act small means that even though you promoted, even though you got 2 people on your team, even though you promoted to director, even though you promoted to star director, you still got to act small. You have to, she said sometimes when you think small, you think that person that's scrappy, they're hustling, they're doing those things. You know what I'm saying? You don't get caught up in the hype because you're at the top. You have to get out there and you got to think scrappy. I love that word, because when you first join, or at least I know myself, it was myself. I had to get out there. I had to make things happen. I had to move and shake, or else my business was not going to work. I knew that. And I had to get out there and I had to hustle. I had to do it. And you got to always have that mentality, no matter if you're a essential consultant or you're a superstar director. You must get out there and act small, just as if you were that team of one again. So, I was just so excited. I hadn't felt too well the past couple of days, so I had a lot going on, and I wasn't able to scope, but I was in my office right now. I said, you know what? Oh, well, right now is a better time than any, because I just thought that this was so awesome. Like, it's so true, and it relates to our business in so many ways. Like, sometimes, you may go, I remember, thanks, Joanna. I remember when, my first call that I got onto and I listened to was, Becca Levi was on the call, and I was just starstruck. I was like, this woman is like doing all of this, and I was just so amazed, right? And, I started to think big, even though I never had been in direct sales, never knew what I was doing. I had never done anything like this. Always been an entrepreneur at heart, but I never really knew anything about direct sales, and far from thought that I was a salesperson. By no means did I believe that I was a salesperson. So, for whatever reason, I still joined. But from that day that I heard Becca on the call, I knew that this woman, I mean, she was absolutely amazing. And you could just tell that she thought big. She knew what she was able to do. She exuded that confidence. She thought big. She knew where she was going and she wanted more of it. Now, that was the type of person that I wanted to connect myself with in this business. And that's how you have to think. You may be on this scope or someone may share it with you or you may see it on my YouTube channel. What I'm trying to tell you is lock and connect yourself with someone like that, with someone that's going to get out there and make things happen. Those are the type of people you need to be around to help you think big and to help you bypass all the negativity that may come your way, but to understand that, you know what, I am going to believe and I am going to think and I know that I'm going to make this happen. But every day, no matter how much you promote, no matter how much your check is, you still got to be scrappy and you got to get out there in the dirt and you got to work. You got to hustle because nothing worth having is going to be easy. It's just not. So go and follow her. I thought she was absolutely amazing. Kelsey Humphrey. She's a journalist, success motivator, or whatnot. She's on Periscope. And I just was like, I got to get this to my team somehow, some way. So think big, act small. I thought it was absolutely amazing. So do any of you guys have any questions? Do any of you guys, I mean, was that not, I mean, it was very simple, very straightforward, but I was like, wow. Sometimes, I mean, you may hear something, but then you really don't hear it and the light bulb doesn't come on until, I don't know, someone says it a certain way or a certain, I don't know. It was just absolutely amazing and I loved it. So make sure that you go check out Kelsey Humphreys. And yeah, it's Saturday night. So I am about to give you a little sneak peek of my hot mess I have in my office. So I have samples, I have recruiting packets, I have basket parties I have to get to making, and oh, my newest little addiction, I got a Cricut machine yesterday. So check out my Yeti cup. I sensified it. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. And I'm about to close up like a $500 order. And then, yep, basically that's what I'm doing. So I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit of what that was, because I know every now and then we all need a little bit of kick in the butt or some motivation to make things happen. So remember, always think big. Go and find those people that are go-getters, that are at the top of the compensation plan in our business or any other direct sales business. Connect yourself at the hip with those people. Talk to them, text them, ask them questions, stay connected with them on Facebook, follow them on Periscope, and always act as if you were back to a team of one. And if you are a team of one, you're a team of one. So it's time to get in the game and make it happen. All right, guys? Go big or go home. That's right, Joanna. All righty, guys. I'll have a fabulous rest of your Saturday night, because I'm going to go to work. All righty, guys. Bye.